speech, Why Music Should Not Be Free.
Can everybody hear me? In the back, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All good? Thank you, Morgan, for the introduction. Thank you, judges, and thank you, everybody who came, even if it is just for extra credit. Let me paint a picture for you. The year is 1985. You're sitting in your living room, rocking out to some tunes on the radio, when you hear a song that you really like. So you run to the record store and you buy that album made by that band that has that song that you really like. And before you know it, you know everything about this band. You love this band. This band is your favorite band. Now flash forward to 2015. Same thing, you're sitting in your living room, rocking out to some tunes on the radio, when you hear a song that you really like. But this time, you pull out your phone and you press Shazam. And within seconds, your phone can hear the song that's playing and tell you exactly what song it is. And you can go to Spotify and have unlimited access to this song without knowing either the album or the artist that made the song. Because that's the way it is now. It's all about free music. Well, today I'll talk about why music should not be free. I'll talk about why streaming websites like Spotify and Pandora Radio, which combined have a user base of almost 150 million, are in fact more detrimental to the music industry than helpful. I'll bring in statistics and show testimony from artists to show why we should actually just buy our music instead of streaming. I'm going to pick on Spotify, because in a couple of years it'll overtake Pandora Radio as the largest music streaming website in the world. And yeah, I said world. Spotify has 60 million users in 58 countries. It's huge. It provides access to these users to 30 million of the world's recorded songs, with 20,000 added more each day. It's essentially the love child of Facebook and iTunes. The Guardian, a Pulitzer Prize-winning UK news source, said in an article that Bono, the frontman of the band U2, defended Spotify. Bono said, "I'm a spoiled rock star. I'm the wrong spokesperson for this, but I have to tell you, if I was starting a band now, aged 17 or 18, I'd be very excited." And he's right. Artists more than anything want their music to be heard, right? And what better way to do that than to put it on Spotify? It's exciting. It's innovative, and I personally would be lying to you if I said that Spotify hadn't changed my life for the better. But I got Spotify a couple years ago, and since then the novelty has pretty much worn off. So I began to think to myself, you know, I should not be allowed to have this much access to free music. There has to be a catch. How do the artists make money? Well, I did a little bit of research, and according to Spotify CEO and co-founder Daniel Ek, Spotify raises about $4 to $5 per month in advertising revenue from its free users, and about $10 per month from its premium subscribers. I happen to be a premium subscriber, and let me tell you, it's amazing. He says that in order to reverse and even prevent music piracy, Spotify gives back 70% of its revenue to the artists in the form of royalties. He says that since 2006, Spotify has given back $2 billion in royalties. Now, $2 billion is a lot of money. So I did some research, and I found the formula Spotify uses to calculate these royalties. It's not as complicated as it seems, but it does take into account the number of plays an artist has and their contracts with the record labels and the record labels' contracts with Spotify. And when all is said and done, an artist can expect to take home between $0.006 and $0.0084 per stream. In other words, every time a song of theirs is pressed and play, they can expect to take home a little more than half a penny. Now, I was shocked when I found this out, because this is by far the lowest rate of anything in existence. And this is terrible for our artists. Now, David Byrne of the band Talking Heads said in an article by Rolling Stone that a band of 4 members would need a song that was played 236,539,020 times on Spotify in order to raise a profit of $15,000 per band member. Yikes. 236 million hits on Spotify is comparable to that of Katy Perry, and almost twice the number of any one song by One Direction on Spotify. It's got to be a huge hit. And to have $15,000 is pretty bad. Worse still is the concept of songwriters. Aloe Black wrote an op-ed for Wired magazine about his experience as a songwriter with Pandora Radio. He said, quote, "The abhorrently low rates songwriters are paid by streaming services, enabled by outdated federal regulations, are yet another indication of our music being devalued in today's marketplace. Consider the fact it takes roughly 1 million spins on Pandora to generate a revenue of $90. Now, in case you don't know, Aloe Black co-wrote and sang on the hit single Wake Me Up by Avicii. This song reached 19th overall on Billboard's Top 100 chart for 2013. And for this, for co-writing and singing on this track, he got $4,000. That's not worth it to me. And it's because of these reasons is why Taylor Swift, one of the biggest pop icons of our century, decided to pull her music from Spotify in July of 2014. In an op-ed she wrote for the Wall Street Journal, Taylor Swift said, quote, "Music is art, and art is important and rare. Important, rare things are valuable, and valuable things should be paid for. It is my opinion that music should not be free, and my prediction is that individual artists and their labels will someday decide on what an album's price point is. I hope they don't underestimate themselves or undervalue their art." Now, she has a point, doesn't she? Since when have you been able to walk into an art gallery and start taking pictures of the art? Never, right? You're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. So why should you be able to listen to music for free? I come from a generation, and most of you do too, that believes that social change can arise from nothing but a YouTube video and a hashtag. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go beyond the hashtag. Let's take back the music industry by buying. Let's show our artists and remind them that yes, your music is art. It's important and rare, and yes, it's valuable. Now, this issue is of course far more complex than the 8 minutes that I've had selected to say this in. But the message is simple. Our artists are being undercompensated for their work. And if artists are being undercompensated, then where's the incentive to continue making the music that we love so much? And I personally do not want to live in a world without music. I don't know about you guys, but that would be awful. So I urge you today, please support your local record store. Buy a CD at Best Buy. Download some music on iTunes. Buy, don't stream, or at least stream a little less. Because I think once you do, you'll reconnect to the music. You'll reconnect to the artist, and more importantly, I think you'll rediscover how music can bring you love and life the way it did back in 1985.